Hey everybody, and welcome to this special unboxing episode that takes a look at the comics that were in the ComicBoxer comic book mystery box.
Oh, Kevin, where'd you get that
from? Went out in December 2015, featuring books from November. This is the new ComicBoxer mystery box. You can see that it is a custom-sized box with custom printing. The address label goes here. We've come up with a new design that is more secure than ever for ComicBoxer's books. It fits snugly and perfectly, and it is the most awesome shipping vessel that you could ever come up with for a set of mystery comics. So yeah, we always were really proud of our plain white boxes, but when we found out what we could do a custom box for, and what it would be able to do for us benefit-wise, and what the cost was, we realized that we didn't have to take away from the value of what we put in inside the box each and every month after all, which was always a common misconception on our part. We thought that if we went with a fancy box, it would cost a lot of money. We'd have to take a book out every month as opposed to packing books in, and we're happy to say that our genius-like minds were able to find a compromise. So yeah, look out for these arriving on your doorsteps in the near future. But yeah, let's talk about the books we sent out in December. A Christmas gift to all of our ComicBoxer members, so to speak. These were books that were published in November that we included in our December shipment. Let's start it off, Ricky, with Huck issue number 1. This is the new series published by Image Comics by Mark Millar and illustrated beautifully by Raphael Albuquerque. Did you read this one?
I did. It was pretty great. The art was fantastic. The writing, Mark Millar on point as usual.
Now, do you think this one's going to get turned into a movie directed by Matthew Vaughn at some point?
For sure. It's going to be great.
You know what was interesting about this book is it was a look at, you know, what if somebody had the powers of Superman, but was somehow able to do a whole bunch of different things with those powers? You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
It is deep. I don't want to say too much without spoiling things, but it's kind of a different take on your, you know, all-American superhero. But a good take, nonetheless. So definitely check that book out. Then we had from Valiant a new one. It is Wrath of the Eternal Warrior, issue number 1. These Valiant books, Valiant's killing it, man. They're putting out a lot of high quality stuff. They're really ramping up for the start of the Valiant movie universe. And as we move into that movie universe, you're going to start to see books like this, and Bloodshot, and Shadow Man, and Exo-Man of War, and Harbinger. All of these books are going to be very much in demand.
It's going to be really weird to see them on camera, on film. It's going to be weird.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. So, can't wait to see Valiant on the big screen. But until then, enjoy books like Wrath of the Eternal Warrior. Then this was an awesome book that we included in this month's shipment. It was Harley's Little Black Book, issue number 1. It was a polybagged variant of a Jim Lee cover. So each one of these books came polybagged in a black bag. You could open it up if you want, or you could leave it in the bag, depending on what type of collector you are. I'm personally in favor of opening it up, but you know, some people like to keep it in that poly bag. Inside was one of 3 Jim Lee Harley Quinn variants, either the penciled version, the inked version, or the full color version. So you could have got any one of those 3, adding more mystery on top of the mystery that is the ComicBoxer mystery box.
You didn't open them when you put them in the box?
I didn't. No, I want that to be the experience of our members of opening them up.
I guess, yeah.
You would have preferred a pre-opened one?
No.
There's no fun in that. The other cool thing about these Harley Quinn books is there are, rumor has it, some randomly inserted original sketch covers of this book done by a multitude of different artists that are floating around out there.
So if you get a sketch cover that was a mistake, that's supposed to be for me.
Yeah, it's supposed to be returned to Ricky.
Nice.
Please send it in a self-addressed, stamped envelope, or Ricky will send you back a copy of Black Hole Hunters Club in exchange for your original Harley Quinn art. So if you did end up getting one of those, you know, let us know. We'd love to see a picture. What's out there. DC's being very mysterious about it and won't say too much about it. Apparently there's some rules over around like lotteries and stuff, and it technically could be considered a lottery on their part, but I don't know. Then, Ricky, we got what was perhaps the biggest release through the month of November, and it is Frank Miller, Brian Azzarello, working on Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, issue number 1.
The Master Race for the Mastered Comic Boxer. Right?
That doesn't quite work, but you know what? It was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. So this is the return to the universe of the Dark Knight, the universe that Frank Miller created. This time you got Andy Kubert and Brian Azzarello along for the ride to help out. So it was co-written by Azzarello and Miller. There's also a mini comic inside that was written and illustrated by Frank Miller concerning Superman versus the Atom. And it is all around a really great read, I thought. You know, Frank Miller's been a little crazy the last few years. There's no denying that. Some would say that adds to his charm. Others would say that that's kind of negatively impacted some of his books and releases. But there's no denying that the guy created an amazing thing when he created the universe of the Dark Knight. And it was nice to see Andy Kubert kind of take on a lot of Frank Miller's original artistic style when he did this book. And overall, I think it was a really good read. And then finally, just, you know, to put a little cherry on top of this month's box, we wanted to do something really nice for Christmas for all of our ComicBoxer family out there. And that was including a blank sketch cover for Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, issue number 46.
It was just blank, Kevin?
No, Ricky, it wasn't just blank. It had a full-size sketch on the cover by series artist Alex Milne. Alex went ahead and one by one went through all of the sketch covers for our members and drew a one-of-a-kind sketch on each one of those blank covers for all of our ComicBoxer members. Damn. So everybody got an original piece of art for Christmas. And this is something that you would probably buy at a convention for $40 or $50 at a minimum for this kind of sketch. I mean, it wasn't just a little tiny head sketch in the corner. He did a full sketch covering the whole page, and he did all kinds of different Transformers characters. Ricky will throw up a picture of what a bunch of those books look like, but we were very happy to be able to provide that special experience for our ComicBoxer fans, and certainly a lot of value added stuff in this month's shipment. So that covers everything that was in this month's box. Head over to ComicBoxer.com if you think that this kind of mystery box interests you. Feel free to ask us any questions there or on Twitter or on Facebook for our ComicBoxer social media pages.
Yeah, you can even call Kevin's house. His number is...
You can't. But we are the only, I believe, comic book box out there that provides the kind of value that we do month in and month out, and it starts as low as $17.99 per month plus shipping and handling, depending on which subscription level you choose. So check that out, and stay tuned for our next unboxing when we take a look at stuff that we send out to our customers in January 2015.